I also see this relinquishing of responsibility from men and saying, well, the modern woman is to blame for all of these ills. And I, as a husband, as a leader, as a father, am always looking to take responsibility, right?
100%.
So do you think it's a bit disingenuous to be like, modern woman ruined everything? And it's like, well, what was the men at?
A lot of men struggle with women in ways men didn't in the past. A lot of these guys, trust me, they would love to be 23 and get married, but a lot of the women don't want them. I tell people all the time, I didn't have my first girlfriend until I was 27 years old, 27, 28.
You're probably talking about some brothers that didn't peak until after high school,
Here's the reality. That's the norm.
Here's the side that I've been dealing with in terms of the guys I mentor in my real life is the high charismatic, swaggy, cool guys. And what we're dealing with them on is, hey, bro, you're a good looking guy. Like, you're uber talented. You are a magnet. You attract people. But fam, your character, your hustle, your wisdom with finances, we got to get this together. You can do better. He's like, yeah, man, like, I'd be down to live out of a trailer park. And I'm like, your family's not going to be down to live out of a trailer park. Now, the inverse of that, there are guys out watching this right now. They're solid guys. They're responsible, but they're just not getting women aren't interested in them. Before you get tainted by the world, let's get you in the gym, bro. I'm gonna get you on this workout regimen. We gonna get your macros right. We gonna put 15 pounds of muscle on you. You're not dressing very cool, my man. Like, let's get you some better clothes. It's like, well, if you want women, you gotta, you're gonna attract what you are. So if you want a good looking girl, you gotta look the part. You gotta get your butt in the gym. You gotta get shredded. You gotta put some muscle on, right?
I would argue that men did not have to do all this to get women. Mm-hmm. Men were valuable if women couldn't work and they couldn't own property. If you wanted a house as a woman, you needed a man. So therefore, there comes a point in your life where it's like, I want a house, I got to get a man. So there's value in a man just having a house. Most guys didn't have to have great style. Most guys didn't have to be in great shape. You know, most guys didn't have to learn charisma and charm and know how to read all these. Most guys didn't. If you were a guy, eventually you could find a girl. The world changed.
I think the flip side of that is that women a lot of times will be in these crappy marriages where they would be abused and not have any way out of that. You know, again, I'm not trying to be harsh. I hear you, but your shirt says it. Time to level up, fam. You having trouble, let's get you right.
So the fundamental challenges, let me give you an example. Goldman Sachs committing $10 billion in investment to Black women. These women, they get this additional money, they get additional schooling, they get additional capital to run business, they get additional resources, additional support system. Then the question becomes, what happens to the men? I would always try to find things, whether it was Black creators or creators, to help support what we were doing. Especially in the Black community, all I could find was Black women this, Black women initiative, Black women initiative this. I couldn't find any male stuff. And so to me, what I'm noticing is that now when a lot of women, especially that I've met in the modern era, have a financial requirement, and the financial requirement does not allow the average guy to stand a chance.
Like, come on, man. Like as men, like, we already have a degree of advantage in the marketplace, especially as a white dude to have a degree of advantage. So I hear you, but don't you think there's already resource?
As women become more successful, it becomes almost impossible for them to marry men who are less successful than they are. Mm-hmm. Men are the leaders. Young men are the future of a society. What an easy way for the enemy to ensure that men aren't helped by making it that it's easier to help women.